Hey, Mitch from January Jane. Before I break down this guitar lick, which I just came up with a couple minutes ago, so we'll literally be learning it together, and I'll put it into a little context, but let me just say I hope everyone is safe, healthy, and happy out there. I hope you're social distancing. I certainly am. I think the goal of this should be to come out of this even stronger than we went in, and as a guitar player, that means practice, practice, practice. Now, I do have this rather awesome Steinberger guitar here, which I wish I was demoing for you, you know, the trans trem and all that stuff. However, I do not have an amp with me. When I left New York City, taking an amp did not seem to be a priority at the time. However, I think this is kind of fortuitous because I do have this trusty old Ovation lying around, and this is probably pretty much, you know, like what most people have lying around in a corner in a basement somewhere up in an attic. You know, it hasn't been played in a year or two. The strings on this, I mean, this thing, playing this is like wrestling a tiger. And I think that's good in a lot of ways because it forces you to kind of break things back down to, you know, bare bones, if you will. You know, there isn't a wall of sound, distortions, delays, and whatnot to, I wouldn't say hide behind, but you get the gist of it. So, you know, being that this is an acoustic guitar, I was playing, you know, let me see what it was, a C, add 9, D, E, so, and a G, so something like... something like that, and so I was like, oh cool, C add 9 chord, let's arpeggiate that. Like that, and then, so with this pattern right here, I was just jamming on, this is an alternate picking thing, and I just take it from C, D, and E, and then there's a bunch of pinky slides in there, which I think is the overarching theme here. This whole thing is just a lot of pinky stuff, which on an electric guitar is not that challenging, but on an acoustic guitar, especially an old one, where the strings are all, you know, rusty and whatnot, it's quite challenging, and that makes it more fun. So I just take this one shape, just the root 5th and the 9th, I think. Keep in mind, I wasn't thinking any of this, and I'm just trying to sound smart now. I actually have no idea if any of this is correct. But I just took this one shape, go from C, D, and E, and by the way, I'm tuned down to E flat. I'm a half step down. So I just take this and just go all the way up, and then all on the G string and come back down. But let me play you the riff so you see what I'm talking about. Or hear, I should say. Oops, well, I'm still learning it. So this is, there's a lot of alternate picking in here and pick slides. Like you could play, for example, with all downstrokes there, and it'd actually be quite a bit faster, and it's actually easier to do that. But this isn't a sweep picking exercise. This is for alternate picking and getting your pinky kind of, you know, really torn apart and stronger, so you come out of this better. So let me play the riff very slowly, and you'll see everything is alternate picked more or less. Trying to get some artificial harmonics out of this. And this sounds like, looks like a 7 and 6, so this is 13 notes, this thing, which is cool because it's not even. So this is all about the slides and then this hammer on here in the beginning. And obviously on an acoustic guitar, getting up to the 17th fret is not something you usually have to do, but once again, that makes it more fun. Anyways, this is my riff. You'll probably be playing it better than I am. I'm just made it up. So enjoy, let's meet up again later, and that's it. Have a great one, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye-bye.